Hi, I am Keith. Welcome to my art studio, to my YouTube account, my TikTok account, and my Instagram account. Today, I have written up 5 horrible reasons to be an artist. And I've been an artist all of my life. This right here is one of my paintings right here. It's sci-fi fantasy, it's beautiful, and you should buy it. But 5 horrible reasons to be an artist. You ready? In no particular order. Nobody cares about your art. And you probably don't care about anybody else's art either. And that's true. Nobody cares about your art. Nobody cares about your band. Nobody cares about anything you do because people are self-centered. That's just the way life is. You have to, put yourself out there to get some attention. Rob a bank, have a sex tape. I don't know, but to get the attention you need to be an artist is difficult. And number 2, your art costs you more than you will ever make selling it. That's a big one. I'll tell you why. I've been an artist all of my life. I have never sold a painting in my life. I don't know why, but probably because nobody wants to buy this stuff. But your art supplies are expensive. Just this canvas alone was $30. If you go to art school like I did, it's not hundreds of dollars, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in art school, which you'll never recoup. So I would suggest to any high school students thinking about going into art, do not. Look into medicine. I went into nursing, and now I can afford to do this on the side. Number 3, you will either have to store your art, burn it, or give it away to friends and family because nobody wants to buy it. That's kind of the same thing. It's difficult to sell this stuff. And there's people on this video who watch this are going to say, you know what? You're just terrible at marketing yourself. Well, maybe so. But I don't want to sit in art in the park in 100-degree temperature under a tent for hours on hours while people look at my stuff and just put their nose up and just walk away. I don't consider that marketing. That's a pain in the ass, and I'm not going to do it. I try all the Facebook stuff. I try the Instagram stuff. And I get a few likes here and there, but not a whole lot. So nobody's going to get you. Nobody gets me, that's for sure. If you follow my page, and you should, I got lots of tutorials on this page, you're going to see that I can understand why nobody gets me. I'm a sci-fi kid. I'm not a kid anymore, obviously. But when I was a kid, Alien was out. Star Wars, the original Star Wars was out, and I'm still in that mindset of the sci-fi fantasy stuff, the Frank Frazetta stuff, So I can almost see why a grandma wouldn't want this in her living room, but I'm not exactly sure because nowadays grandmas are my age, and we're from the same generation. Anyway, number 5. People will think you're nuts, and you'll end up a starving artist like everyone else. Now, when I was in college, it was the theater students who were nuts. I'm serious. I don't know why, but theater students were a little bit different. But this whole starving artist thing is true. It's unfortunate. I don't know why it's so difficult. And there are people out there who sell this stuff. I don't know how they do it. I was part of a gallery for about 18 months. I had my artwork up, and I didn't even get a bite. And probably because my stuff looks so much different than everybody else's stuff. I mean, everybody else did traditional barns and landscapes and cows and chickens and crap like that. And I've tried that. I've done some of that stuff on this channel to see if I could round up some interest, and they didn't care about that either. But my stuff really was a sore thumb, big sore thumb, because nobody got what I was doing. I was hoping some people like me showed up, some guys my age who were into what I was into when I was in high school. But, those people were probably at the football game that day. Number 6, even if you are very good at what you do, AI will replace you eventually, and all the art stores will go out of business because you are replaceable. And that's a sad reality of today, because most people out there don't give a crap about art. They don't give a crap whatsoever. AI will replace you. Art directors will replace you. And what little you had to start with is now completely gone. So I would suggest that you just quit. That's sad, sad, sad to say. There'll always be a small bracket somewhere. There'll be a page on Facebook somewhere where you can post your art. I post my art on Facebook all the time. But that's going to be about it. You know, Hobby Lobby and those places like that will eventually just close down the art department. They'll call it the AI department. Is that a thing, an AI department? You know, I understand that innovation has replaced people for a long time. But the one thing that was left was writing and art, and now they're going to kill that. And I would hope there was people out there like me who would keep some of that going. And I'm sure there's a small percentage, but I just don't think most people really care about that stuff. They're more than willing to buy their art at a yard sale, at Hobby Lobby in the art section, if you call it that, and hang that in their living room. You know, that's as long as it matches their couch, as long as it matches their carpet, that's all that really matters. So, top 5 horrible reasons to be an artist. I hate to make this video, I really do, since I spend so much of my life doing this. You know, if you're one of those few people who like this kind of stuff, I would suggest going to one of my playlists and go back and look at some of my stuff. I hope you enjoy that kind of stuff, and I know art will survive. It will survive. It will survive. But right now we're at a transitional point with AI, and you know, if it wasn't for grandmas out there hanging your kids' stuff in their bathroom or kitchen, there wouldn't be an art market. And I hope I get some really crappy, negative, horrible responses down here in the comments from people who are selling thousands and thousands of dollars worth of artwork every single month, and that I'm just not smart enough to do it myself. But I'm not willing to compromise my vision to make sales. I'm just not. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe and have a great day.